Imagine a courtroom in Rome, candles guttering, robes swishing, everyone whispering. The defendant sits very straight, very quiet, and very dead. Welcome to the year 897 and the Cadaver Synod, the day the church tried a corpse. Rome, at this point, is less eternal city, more eternal squabble. Noble families feud, emperors change like the weather, and the papacy is a revolving door with a mitre. Into this chaos steps Pope Formosus. He crowned kings, made enemies, and then did something highly inconvenient for his legal defense. He died. His rivals, the Spoletan faction, get their man on the throne, Pope Stephen VI. Stephen wants Formosus erased from history. Not a footnote, not a bad review, erased. So he orders the coffin opened. The body is dressed in full papal regalia, propped on a throne, and placed on trial. If you're picturing Holy Weekend at Bernie's, you're in the right pew. A deacon is told to speak for the deceased. Stephen asks questions. The deacon answers. The corpse contributes very little. The charges are serious sounding and handy for politics, perjury, ambition, and, most important, becoming Bishop of Rome while still Bishop of Porto, which violates canon law. Translation: Formosus backed the wrong people at the wrong time. The verdict is a foregone conclusion. Guilty on all counts. The court strips the vestments, tears away the symbols of office, and cuts off 3 fingers from the right hand, the ones used for blessings. It is meant to be symbolic. It reads as unhinged. Stephen then declares everything Formosus ever did invalid. Ordinations, promotions, the lot. Imagine waking up to find your entire CV has been deleted by a man with a grudge. For the finale, they throw the body into the river Tiber. Justice, apparently, now comes with a splash. Rome, however, has limits. The public is appalled. Riots follow. Stephen is arrested and later strangled in prison. The city that shrugs at most things decides this was a step too far. A new pope, Theodore II, moves quickly. He has Formosus fished out of the river and reburied with respect, and he reverses the synod's decisions. Pope John IX backs that up and bans trials of the dead. Sensible rule. If the witness cannot object, perhaps don't hold the hearing. Years later, Pope Sergius III, aligned with the Spoletans, will try to bless the whole business again, but the damage is done. Everyone remembers the sight of a cadaver in a chair, and a court pretending that was normal. So what was all this really about? Power. Formosus had crowned Arnulf of Carinthia after previously supporting Lambert of Spoleto. Stephen served the Spoletan cause, which wanted Arnulf's reign delegitimized and Formosus's clergy discredited. Theology wrote the charges. Politics supplied the motive. The knock-on effects were messy. Clergy ordained by Formosus spent years in limbo, some reordained conditionally, the ecclesiastical equivalent of turning it off and on again. Chroniclers whispered that the Tiber pushed Formosus back onto the bank, as if the river itself wanted a retrial. Rome loves a dramatic third act. Here's the takeaway. Institutions go wrong when they chase enemies instead of justice. If your star witness is a cadaver and your big moment is cutting off fingers, you are not defending the faith, you're starring in satire. The Cadaver Synod is remembered not for its theology, but for its theatre. It is a warning, wrapped in incense, draped in silk, and sitting very, very still. This was the one where a pope put a corpse on trial. If that raised an eyebrow, do subscribe. Next time, we're off to Australia for a war the emus won.